Right then, everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is 5 things that we learned watching Manchester United draw against Burnley last night. Wow. First things first then, Harry Maguire. That interview, I hadn't seen the interview when I went live last night, and then I saw the interview, and honestly, I was fuming. When I think about, I sent Rio a message, and I said, say this when you're on BT. Rio's not going to say what I asked him to say, obviously. But when you think about, Rio's a former record-breaking transfer that wore the number 5 on the captain's armband for United. He must look at him and just think, the fuck are you doing? How is this who replaces me as this guy? Same number, same profile, everything. Couldn't be further different. He's costing us points this season. His fundamental defending is fucking shocking this season. He was at fault for the goal conceded 2 or 3 times. His interview is coming out and he's saying that he's not going to make tackles because he's the last man. What? Not every fucking tackle has to be a foul, Harry. A good defender makes the tackle. I remember Darren Fletcher up against it, doing everything he could, making a perfect tackle, and I think he ended up getting a yellow card for it. You do what you'd believe is the right thing. Bollocks to the consequences. You do what you believe is right. Knowing VAR is meant to be there to help you. You do what is right. You've got to kind of put some trust in admittedly poor officials, but with the backup of a video review, if you time your tackle right, you've got to know. It just tells me you don't have the ability. No accountability whatsoever. Throwing his teammates under the bus. You could see that he'd gone, I want to say that if we take our chances at the other end, then we win. Right, well, United had an XG of under 2. For all those 22 shots, the XG was 1.9 something, right? Arguably should have scored 2 goals from that, right? Didn't. Scored 1. But do you know what? We didn't concede enough to concede 1 either. And that's your job. Manchester United captain, show some fucking accountability. Now, I think Ollie didn't give any blame out at all whatsoever. I think if Ollie had come out sometimes and gone, the lads have let themselves down there, I don't think that would have been an issue. But Ollie took it all on himself. I'm the manager. I'm responsible. That's what he wasn't doing. Maguire comes out and is like, just wants to talk about being clinical. Doesn't say, I fucked up. It's a collective. The strikers need to be clinical. Not we need to be clinical as a team. Not we need to be better as a team. Come out and say, I need to be better because you need to be better. The post-match interviews are starting to sound mental. Number 2, chances missed. So it's been 70 plus shots in the last 3 games, which is a good thing because previously United weren't creating enough chances. Now we're starting to create some chances. We do have to get high quality chances and then put those chances away. That's the progression that we're seeing ourselves go through. It's frustrating as hell. It's putting pressure on the defence to keep clean sheets when you're not scoring multiple goals against admittedly poor opposition. We're not being ruthless, and I also don't think the quality is quite there with some of the chances, but we're not being ruthless. There is opportunities to score that we're not doing. And when you're only scoring 1, you're not putting teams away. You are going to give teams a chance, and that's how you end up with the results that we've just had the last week. Number 3, VAR. The inconsistencies with video refereeing is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. When you see how they picked up what they picked up on Friday in the Middlesbrough game, or didn't pick up what they pick up, yet they're cancelling out goals. Pogba's was a tussle in the box, right? By the letter of the law, yes, it's a foul. You can probably find that level of tussling in every single cross coming into a box, bar none. Maguire's is a little bit different. He's pushed, which is against the rules, which makes him in an offside position. So at what point do we start drawing the line? And this was my issue with VAR in the first place. One, you see an extreme level of accuracy on is somebody on or offside. IFAB suggests if you have to start looking, is someone on offside or offside, they're onside. going into that level of accuracy on one end of it is not needed. It's meant to be clear and obvious mistake. It's a goal unless we made a clear and obvious mistake. Is he clearly and obviously offside? If I have to start getting a protractor out and I have to start measuring people's pubes, then it's not clear and obviously not offside. It's a clear and obvious... Look at the Drogba goal that prevented us winning the title 12 years ago. That was a clear and obvious error. That's how quick it needs to be. Show someone and go, boom, boom. Yeah, that's offside. If he looks level, then he's on. I don't care whether your nipple was protruding out and now that's you offside. The advantage isn't there. You got to look at the spirit of these rules. And you look at some of the way, where do you go back? Is the incorrect throwing that happened down there 5 minutes ago the butterfly effect in a game of football where that throwing then might have gone to the opposition and something could have happened from that? You can't just be... It's like being a builder, right? And only being accurate with your carpentry and not being accurate with any of the rest of the shit that you're doing with your house. And the carpentry will be bang on, but the carpentry will look out because the rest of your house will be off. And that's what we're doing with football at the moment, and it's officiating. We're extremely accurate or trying to be extremely accurate in a couple of things and then going, fuck it. Goals are the most important thing in football, but games don't turn on goals alone. There's sliding door moments where you missed a foul in the centre of the pitch, or you missed which way a throw-in went, or you actually missed, was that a goal kick or a corner? And we don't look at those, and we should look at those, because that goal kick or that corner can lead to something else happening in the game, and that is how games change. If you're going to be accurate, you've got to be accurate the whole way, or just fuck it off and have shit guessing officials throughout, because then it's fair at least. Number 4, top 4. Seems like top 4 is no longer in our hands. In fact, it doesn't seem it isn't in our hands anymore. Dropping points against bottom of the league, you don't deserve to get it done. The teams around us are in better form. We can go behind Arsenal, unbelievably. Spurs could really leapfrog us. The repercussions of finishing outside the top 4 going into summer with a new manager and hopefully trying to recruit new players and restart another rebuilding process is made so much more difficult when you've got Europa League football versus Champions League football. Number 5, Ronaldo is now officially in a goal drought. It's the longest goal drought that he's had in over a decade. He's failed to score in his last 10 Premier League games off the bench. He does look like he's getting a little bit off the pace. I'm not sure it's an age thing. I think biologically he isn't 30 yet. 2 big chances when he came on with his head. I would have thought they were good options for him. Nothing. Benched by Rangnick. Is it affecting his confidence? Are we just seeing the level that he's truly at now? Or are we not creating enough good chances for him? We talked about it in my preview. If you're resorting to trying to cross it against Burnley, don't you think that they're seeing, right, Monday to Friday at Burnley training with Sean Dyche on the sideline, if they're doing attack versus defence, their level of crossing and the threat that they've got with that big Weghorst, big fucking unit, giraffe-looking fuck that they've got, don't you think they're going to be dealing with harder crosses and aerial threats than what Manchester United can give them? They're better practiced at it and they're better drilled for it because that's their shit. That's how they attack, so they know how to defend how they attack. I didn't see any cutbacks yesterday. I didn't see anyone hit the byline and look to try and find a man in space. I didn't see enough movement through the thirds. I didn't see enough quick football. I didn't see enough one-touch play. That's how you beat teams in low blocks. Sometimes you have to dribble at them, and I thought United's dribbling looked a little bit off in several areas yesterday. But you have to try to win this without resorting to playing like you've got Fellaini in the team, because we don't. And they're very good at dealing with that because that's their bread and butter. They see this shit Monday to Friday. This ain't nothing. They can do this while texting. Demonstrated by the amount of aerial duels that they won yesterday. Easily. Easily. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't look good, does it? There's a new video coming out tomorrow on Patreon, new episode of The Office, exclusive content just for the Patreon group. If you want to support the channel, you want to get that extra content, the rundown is back on the 19th. That's next Saturday. It's going to be an anti-Valentine's Day special. So if you're single or if you're not, or if you just want to laugh, because honestly, it's fucking hilarious, then make sure to check it out. Link is in the description. See you lot in the next one. Laters.
Identifies as someone that's
Yeah, identifies as a lazy person.
You leave it?
I've been here since like 8 this morning.
It's a to 5 job, you.
Someone who gets in half an hour late every day.
Not very punctual.
So obviously you've never got married?
Who was the vicar, Joe? Who married them, Joe? That's the first 2 people.
Well, hang on.
They can't do anything as a throuple.
No, they could have had a kid, made that kid become a vicar, and then made that vicar marry them.
That's sex before marriage, though. Can't do that. Go to hell.
No,
Because wasn't Eve made from Adam's rib?
What?
Right, so
We got a problem here, Cal.
I don't mind pineapples, I'm all good.
Pineapple on pizza? No way, no how, no chance. Pineapple should not be on a pizza.
Why is it bad to call United Man U? How do you have the inside scoop on United info? Do I support any other teams other than Man United? The fuck I do.
Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.